So there's this small YouTube channel named Dhar Mann, and if you don't know him by now, then it's probably your first time on the internet, and you probably forgot your pacifier somewhere behind you. Yep, there we go, it's okay. Just keep it in your mouth and watch the video. But anyways, I can't wait to show you guys this garbage Dhar Mann video. It's probably one of the goofiest videos with more holes in the plot than holes in Swiss cheese. It is wild. Apparently this video was inspired by this show called Girl from Nowhere, and I personally haven't watched that show or whatever, but according to Wikipedia, Girl from Nowhere is a thriller series where basically a girl goes out to different schools around Thailand to punish people for their actions. Now, throw all that plot out the window because you won't see a single aspect of that anywhere in the video. Well, I mean, except at the end where the girl changes the app out of nowhere. The main girl commits a series of assaults towards the end, and out of nowhere, like an enema, Dhar Mann just shits out the weirdest and most rushed ending ever. I've also noticed that Dhar Mann has only been posting videos about kids for the past month or so, with some videos about adults sprinkled in, so there's gotta be a new controversy coming up in the upcoming days about Dhar Mann exploiting kids or something somehow. He either got rid of the adult actors because he wants to expand his operation using underpaid kids, or the adult actors left because they're getting paid less than an orphan in the British coal mines. There's also something weird about the way Dhar Mann portrays women in his scripts and skits. He kind of subtly implies that it's normal for women to be pretty and the ones that aren't are just pure losers and nerds, which I kind of find to be a very disturbing belief of his. But regardless, let's just get right back into this because I want to make fun of him. Also, I'm on like 4 hours of sleep right now, so please excuse me if this video is like unfunny or it sounds very weird. Looking back on it, it probably is, but I'm just trying to see what works and what doesn't, so please give me a chance. Thank you. Anyways, hope you enjoy.
The top 10 most beautiful girls will be rewarded with renewed membership into the Shining Star Club.
Okay, so we are off to a weird ass start. Where's the teacher? Why are there a bunch of kids in a classroom unsupervised? Also, the Shining Star Club sounds like a club for special ed kids. I would be ashamed to be a part of that club. It sounds like a participation trophy for all the insecure kids of the school.
What's going on?
You must be the new girl.
Yeah.
I guess you weren't as lucky to have a Shining Star Club at your old school. The girls here are ranked in order of their beauty, so the top 10 are...
Oh, no, I know what it is. I'm just wondering why you're not in there.
Oh, I'll never make the top 10. Or even 100. I'm fine with it, it's cool. I have some friends who merit it.
Our NPC here explains that the kids in the school are ranked by looks. This is a school. There's no way that the school doesn't have a ranking for academics. You come there to learn. Also, how the flying fuck is this going under the school radar? This has got to be one of the worst schools to be in here because everyone's constantly looking down on each other because of looks. Later, we're gonna see that the school is aware of this evidently, and they're just not doing anything, but that's just my speculation on the Dhar Mann MCU. So we know here for sure that the principal of this school is probably Mimsy from South Park.
Gosh, just because you're big enough to be a set of double doors doesn't mean you should block the entry.
God damn, bro, you did not have to do her like that. I'm kind of convinced that Dhar Mann is fat-phobic or something, because he concocts these insults from the deepest depths of his heart, and then forges that metal in the heart of a dying star like Thor's hammer.
That way.
Oh, don't apologize. She's my friend. She lets me eat with her in the tower as her +1. Besides, she's right.
She's right?
Yeah, I'm not as pretty as Lucy, so I kind of deserve to be treated like this.
I don't know about that.
You are actively getting humiliated, and you're just letting her curb stomp your hopes and dreams. And later on, she never really stands up for herself either, so she's either got like a humiliation fetish, or she's just a pussy. But Dhar Mann just wants kids that are getting bullied to accept it, and that's just not okay, Dhar Mann. You gotta encourage people to stand up for themselves.
Most importantly, the honor that comes with being a member of such a house. Now, remember, beauty is determined by how we look, not what we do. So resumes and activities will not impact your votes, and how you look is most important.
Okay, see, this doesn't make sense. I'm assuming they're high schoolers because they look old enough, and on top of that, they have extracurriculars and mentioned resumes, so I'm pretty certain it's a high school, and also I'm pretty sure it's a public one because they have private funding, which we'll learn later on is another non-point. And number two, they have school uniforms, and I'm pretty sure public schools don't really have school uniforms. How in the Kentucky Fried Fuck is all of this going under the nose of the faculty? The girls literally funded the creation of a building that discriminates against people. Also, wouldn't this technically be discriminating against races? Assuming that in this universe looks are objective because looks are subjective, so this is already impossible. Some people would be able to make the argument that this entire concept is discriminatory because some features are more prominent in certain races, so this entire concept is stupid. But then again, the faculty in this school are playing Bird Box in this bitch, so I don't think that's really a concern for the faculty at all. Good job, lady. That's assault. What type of fucking airplane did you make? That thing's gotta be made out of tungsten steel. If you can somehow cause a paper cut with just a small throw at a person, that makes no sense.
Lucy, how do you get your hair to shine that way?
Was born lucky, I guess. You're so gorgeous.
Yes, I want to slobber all over you. What is with all this dick sucking in the universe? No normal sane person talks to someone that way unless you're either a Reddit or Discord mod or someone who's just never had a human interaction.
Who pays for all this?
Shelby.
Oh, the girl that was talking at the assembly?
Yep. Princess #1 and the shining star for the past few years.
Does she model on the side or something?
She's a trust fund baby, and she funds it. She set up the whole program, and the shining star gets to make the rules for the shining star program.
Wait, so she set all this up and she's #1?
Smart way to make sure she keeps her status as the most beautiful and popular girl in school, huh?
Okay, see what I mean? This doesn't really make sense because she has an entire building built, and she also has security on top of that. How is the school letting all this discrimination happen? Is Dhar Mann trying to normalize discrimination? Also, you could have said that she modeled. You even acknowledged that possibility. However, you made her a trust fund baby. Why is that, Dhar Mann? Do you think that women can no longer work for a wage and they rely on other people's money? That's just kind of sexist, Dhar Mann. That security guard just wet his trousers because he never held hands with a woman before. You can definitely tell. I mean, look at that shit. Bro. Okay, Jeopardy time. What do you think the girls do in there? Is it A, cook food, B, gossip about everyone at the school, C, compare looks, D, talk to a magical unicorn pitching Hustlers University teaching you how to make $1 bazillion a month? If you answered any of these, throw your guesses out the window because it never gets answered. What do they do in there, Dhar Mann? Why do we have a red carpet being rolled out for this random girl and then have her entire posse follow suit? What do they do in there, Dhar Mann? You never talk about that. Like, why is the room so special besides personal chefs and stuff like that? Like, this doesn't make sense.
What are you doing?
Checking my rank.
How do you do that?
Download the app, scan your face. AI scans your face and it objectively ranks each girl based on their beauty. Everyone's beauty is updated in real time. If anyone loses their beauty, their rank drops immediately. It's pretty fast.
Okay, so what is it? Does it rank your beauty live or do you have to take a picture? Also, that idea is more stupid than cardboard flamethrowers. How does an AI algorithmically determine who looks attractive? Looks are subjective. You can't actually determine who looks good or not. AI is good for things that are objective and factual, not things like art or makeup or beauty. That was one weird ass noise to make, Dhar Mann. Dhar Mann's being really weird with the way he portrays women and like the things that he has them do. He's always having them do these weird and like really silly and just downright weird diabolical things that normal people don't actually do. But he's having an underage kid like make that noise. That's so weird. Okay, if you've ever been to public school before, which is probably 90% of you guys, you'd probably think that this restroom looks fine. And from my perspective it is. The restrooms at my school are god-awful. There is graffiti and satanic rituals everywhere. But the point is, Dhar Mann just sounds like a guy who's just never talked to real humans and know how normal high schoolers act and like what their environment is. So I'm gonna skip the next 4 minutes because I genuinely just don't feel like talking about the rest of that part. It's basically just being ugly equals life suck and womp womp. Holy shit, it's Walter White. Dhar Mann, you can't be telling kids that they can assault their classmates with chemicals that are available with ingredients from the kitchen. That's just unrealistic and kind of a bad thing to tell kids that might be psychotic enough to do this. You're not just telling stories, you're telling kids that they can commit war crimes straight from their kitchen.
Jesse, you don't use a fucking dropper to stir. You use a glass rod. Have you not been paying attention to the chemistry lectures? Of course not. You're too busy focusing on looks.
And then after that, it's just a series of assaults that she goes on to commit. Wait, when people see her spilling the bucket, the gym isn't that large. She's not really hiding behind the bucket. Also, who threw the basketball? People would easily see her throwing the basketball. Overall, this entire montage of assaults just doesn't make sense.
Got me black and blue, making me wanna walk. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone. Or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on the high side. The rhythm that you're playing is just way up. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone. Or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on the high.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you attempted murder. I'm not a lawyer, but it's easy to argue that drugging her coke with like fentanyl or something is attempted murder. Also, how wouldn't the girl know who shaved her hair off? Was the powder actually just powdered Quaaludes from the Wolf of Wall Street? I'd be suing already if I was the girl. It's so obvious who shaved your hair, dumbass. That's about it. In the end, the girl gets arrested obviously for committing a series of assaults. But Dhar Mann never gives a punishment to the trust fund girl who actually started all of this. So is Dhar Mann encouraging discrimination because she didn't get arrested for that? That makes no sense. I have to wonder though, what is up with the way Dhar Mann portrays women? He's like trying to normalize how girls should focus on looking pretty, and even though the message is that actions determine your looks, he doesn't really do it that well. And also he just proves himself time and time again that there's at least some sort of ideology or belief he follows that isn't good and is at the very least sexist. And I made a video I'll pin down below in the comments section about how Dhar Mann is racist. Go check it out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not as good as it should be because I'm like really tired, but I really want to get on the YouTube grind, baby. Anyways, enjoy your day and bye.